Jonah, when you look at tonight, what was the biggest challenge for you?
I mean, I didn't give the start I for sure wanted, and definitely it hurts just knowing that they put some more stress on the bullpen and stuff like that. But
I mean, you can tell you're a little emotional right now. I mean, obviously this is a lot to put onto your shoulders just in Double-A a few weeks ago. I guess, how are you kind of processing this jump that you're making and how difficult some of it may be?
it's just life. So, I mean, take it one step at a time. And, I mean, I'm always grateful for opportunities. So, I'm, yeah.
Do you have any of the older guys? I mean, I just saw David come over to the locker. What was the message from some of the veterans?
Keep your head up. I mean, sun's going to rise tomorrow. We're going to have some time to reflect on this and get ready for the next one and just go from there.
What did you see from deGrom tonight that made him so tough?
Yeah, I mean, Jake's got great stuff. I mean, we know that. We've had first-hand experience with him. But he located the ball well. He has plus stuff, and he locates well. And, I feel like the offense, we did a good job of battling back. Even putting 3 runs up against him is good. And so tried to take advantage of his mistakes. But he is very, very good at putting the ball where he wants, and when he does that, his stuff really plays.
What was it like for you seeing him as an opponent?
Yeah, obviously, been watching him on the highlights now for a little bit now, but to see him in person on the other side, it's just knowing that you're going to get a bulldog fight up there. He's always going to come after you with everything he's got, and I always respected that about him when he was here, and he showed that again tonight. So it's kind of what I expected, and it's what we got.
And it's 7 straight losses now. You're only 1 game up on the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
What is the concern level?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, very concerned. We want to be in the playoffs, and we're not playing playoff baseball right now. But got to come into tomorrow expecting things to change, and keep giving it your best effort. So no one's going to feel sorry for you. No one's going to back down, and you got people chasing you. We just got to come in tomorrow and be ready to try and go 1-0 tomorrow.
6 runs on the top of the first is always a dagger, but coming after 6 straight losses, even more so.
Yeah, obviously it's not very fun to be down 6-0. Especially after the 6 losses. But we were able to fight back and give it a good run, and I was proud of the offense for that. But I mean it's just kind of taking one game at a time right now. So even tomorrow, regardless of what happens in the first inning, you're going to see us try and fight to the end.
Did you get a chance to see the tribute to Jake?
I did not. I was getting ready for the game, so I did not. I didn't get to see anything.
It was pretty emotional. It seemed after that start. Just what advice would you give him? As a young player coming up.
Oh, to not take it too hard. Honestly, he's a young kid in a very big situation here on the brightest lights in the country in New York. So, for me, there's gonna be times like this, and I would just go there and console him and just say, listen, it's not gonna be the last time this happens to you, and it's not fun to go through. But, this is not going to define him or his career. So, it's going to happen. And, just pick yourself up, learn from it, and move on.
Brandon, you've called this the most talented team you've ever been on a couple times. How surprised, befuddled are you that you guys are in this position at this point in the year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we would like to be in a better position. But, it's just the way the season has played out. Sometimes we haven't had all things clicking at the same time, and it's just been a little bit of a struggle here lately. It's gonna happen. Sometimes you catch fire and you go for long runs, but we're not doing that right now. That's not to say that that's not coming here, and that would be nice to see to finish up the season going in hot. So for me, I see baseball evening out and seeing some struggle, But what I also see is that baseball can turn around real quick, and you can start to see things going the other way. And I've also always said from the beginning that the hottest team at the end is who wins. Whoever gets into the playoffs and is the hottest team, that's usually who ends up winning the World Series. So, if we can turn this around in the next few games and start making that upward trend and getting hot, I think there's a lot of teams that would not like to see us on the other side.
Can you put your finger on why the script flipped this year? You guys had a bad start last year, great finish. This year, great start. Tough 3 months. Can you put your finger on why it's just switched like this? It was so elusive?
There's a lot of different ways to lose a game. No, there's probably a lot of things that you can point at. But it is the situation that we're in now, and we're gonna have to turn it around the way that we did last year. But no, I think there's probably many things that you can point to that are going to be why you lost games.